So I've been accepted onto the RHS Community Allotment Project, and so for the next year I'm going to be having an allotment at the beautiful, nationally renowned, at least worldly renowned RHS Wisley. I'm going to be having an allotment at Wisley. Oh, and I've only really been into gardening for less than a year, and I've never owned an allotment before. So hello, welcome to this video. My name's Ben, and welcome to this channel. If you have never been here before, you'll see some old videos on here, but I think from now on these are going to be videos that are about the allotment and about gardening and my journey in it all. So if you want to stick around in this video, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my story and a little bit of the plan around the allotment, what I'm going to be doing, and if you want to come along and join along for the journey, then why not? So I guess I'll just sort of go for it really and tell you the story of how I've come here and what's going on and what it's about, and this allotment project and what the allotment project's about, and the plan for these videos and the plan for this channel, as well as my plan for the year and what it might look like. So my name's Ben, and I've got a dad of 3 young kids, and where I start, I guess I've only really been into gardening since like March of 2024. So before then, we've lived here with this like really beautiful mature garden. My wife has always been into gardening and things, but with 3 kids we don't have huge amounts of time, and I've never really been interested. And it's only really been since March where I kind of got into it all quite quickly, and this last year I've gone from knowing nothing to still not knowing anything, but at least really enjoying it. And getting out in the garden has been really life-giving for me this last kind of just under a year now, where it's like, it's good for your mental health, it's good for your physical health. It's just been really good and really eye-opening, learning lots. As I said, I've never had an allotment before, never kind of really considered having one before. And then my wife Heather, she told me about this kind of idea that you can have an allotment at Wisley. So we go to the RHS Wisley reasonably often. It's quite close to us, and I love it when I go there. It's just beautiful place. If you've never been, beautiful. And they do this project where you can have an allotment for a year. And you can learn about it all. So I applied back in November of 2024, and then I found out just last month that I am going to be given one for the year. So I'm going to be having this allotment plot. It's a little bit smaller than a normal plot, and I'll talk a little bit about it in a future video. But the aim is that you learn. It's all for beginners. It's mainly for beginners. So this video, and as well as this channel, but this allotment project that I'm part of, is for beginners, and I'm going to be learning stuff ultimately from scratch, being taught by really some of the most genius horticulturalists, at least in the UK, if not the world. RHS is so well renowned and such a brilliant organisation, all that they do for gardening and gardeners, and so to be part of that for a year is going to be super exciting. I'm feeling pretty excited about it. I'm feeling pretty daunted by it because, as I said, I don't really know anything about growing. It's going to be mainly growing edibles. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. We've grown a few things here. So in the garden here we have some carrots that we tend to grow, strawberries, some raspberries grow. We've got an apple tree just over there actually, which grows. All this thing though, we've sort of inherited it when we moved into the house. We haven't particularly planted these from scratch. That's a lie. That is a lie. Carrots, we planted carrots ourselves, and we've grown a few bits and pieces like that, like beans and things, but nothing not loads, you know, not like tons and tons and tons, and to be able to learn from these experts at RHS is going to be amazing. So these videos are all about kind of this really. It's called the community project, and there's sort of two parts of the community. Firstly, there's going to be 15 of us all with these plots, and so hopefully in these videos I might be able to sort of show you some of other people's plots as well and what they're doing, and I haven't met them yet and don't know what they're like yet. And the other bit of the community bit is they want me to sort of share what I'm learning, hence these videos. So yeah, so this channel is sort of shifting. Those of you can look back at some of my old videos about different bits and pieces that I've done over the years, and it's been lying quite dormant, this channel. So I thought, why not use this chance as a chance to reinvigorate the channel. But these videos will be mainly about my gardening here, as well as my allotment over at Wisley for the year as well. I'm really looking forward to every month I'm going to have these masterclasses, and I'm not going to be able to like film them and show you them, but I will be able to share with you what I'm learning from it, as I learn from the experts really on how to do all of this. It's almost hard to put into words exactly the impact that gardening has had on me this last year. Being out in the open air, getting on with stuff, also picking up on the dynamics of the seasons has been fascinating, and I've learned lots, not just about gardening itself, but like just the way that nature works is worth keeping our eyes open to. And so that has been a big part of what this year's been about for me. So to be able to do something like this and learn a bit as well along the way is a real privilege, and I don't take that privilege for granted in the slightest, because it's amazing. So moving forward, if you live near RHS Wisley, then you're allowed to go. They're public gardens, so you can go and visit, and you can actually come and see the allotments once it gets going, and you can see it and come and visit it and see. I think apparently there's going to have a little like plaque with your name on it next to each plot, so you can see whose is whose, and you can find mine and see how disastrous it is and be like, he's rubbish, isn't he? The videos will look great. I'll only film the good ones, and I'll just claim that's mine basically, so that'll be fine. But if you don't live near Wisley and you want to sort of follow along on my journey, then do feel free to watch these videos, subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to try and sort of make a video every week. So I've got to be at this plot twice a week in the sort of winter time, and then when it gets to the summer and sort of higher season, I'll probably have to up that to sort of more like 3 times a week. For me, the big challenge I think is going to be like juggling it with life. I work full-time. As I said, I'm married with 3 young kids. I'm allowed to take a couple of them with me, so I might do that at the weekends. I've got to fit it in really with other bits and pieces and stuff that's going on in life. So that is, if anyone is in sort of similar stage of life to me, you'll know what the sort of the challenge is with that. But it'll be helpful, I think, having these videos to be able to sort of mark my progress and see how I'm doing, and be able to record it and sort of keep it will be quite fascinating for me, and it'll be cool to be able to share that with you as well. So do follow along if you're interested. Probably since about May last year, I've been on TikTok as well, so you can follow my gardening exploits over on TikTok. Nothing to learn really, it's more just doing gardening with a fellow beginner. If that's you, then you're perfect to watch. If you don't know anything either, that makes me feel better as well. So let's just all know nothing together, shall we? And hope it works out. Anyway, I don't really think there's much else to say other than welcome, hello, and do leave a comment below if you're ever going to be popping to Wisley, or if you decided to follow along. We'd love to hear your comments. If you're a beginner gardener like me, and you've still got lots to learn, or whether you do know loads about gardening and loads about allotments and you want to share your wisdom with me, then go for it. Please don't be critical, because I don't know anything, so just bear that in mind. So we'll see. But anyway, thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.